Okay, hey guys, welcome back to the very, really good podcast. This is episode 175, right? God, I really should look it up. It's 175, I know it, 175, it's all good. Yeah, I know it. Guys, I know it. You think I don't know it? Come on. I was pranking you, and you guys fell for it hook, line, and stinker. You guys fell for you took the bait. You took the bait, all right? You're a beta, all right? You're a beta male. You took the bait, and you fell for hook, line, and stinker. That's you. That's you. That's my impression of you guys. So, this is episode 175. If this is your first time listening to the podcast, there's a little preview of what you can expect. But no, this is where we talk about silly stuff, goofy things, you know? This is sort of the, where I can't make a main video about it. We shoot the shit on it, you know, on the podcast, improv style. But it's not like weird or like cringy like usual improv is sometimes. There is some good improv. I don't want to hate on improv people, but I've been to some improv shows where I wish I wasn't at them. 4 out of 5 improv shows that I've been to, it's like, wow, I could just be home right now. I could just be at home. And they're like, one guy's like, okay, I need a shoe size from the audience. And you're like, okay, man, you're like 39. Can you start a family or something? Dude, no matter how old I am, no matter how old I get, I feel like I'm going to always be just making fun of people older than me, no matter how old I get, right? Should I turn my light on? Hold on. I'm bad at my job. Oh. That's better. There, now we got some light in here, dude. I'm looking pale as ever. Yeah, man. Dude, so I live in Canada. I think a lot of you know that. I fucking mention it all the time. I'm super annoying about it. But I do live in Canada, and I've lived in Canada my whole life. You know, I've lived in Toronto for almost like 10 years now. Is that true? Oh, it is. Dude, I moved to Toronto in 2013. So next year it'll be 10 years. Whoa. Okay. Fuck. Whoa. Okay. Almost 10 years. Just had an existential crisis. So that's cool. Next year will also be my 10-year anniversary of doing stand-up. That's fun too. Fuck, man. Holy moly, I'm getting old, but at least I'm not 39, right? I live in Canada, and you'd think by age 27, you know, I'd be like chill with snow, right? Snow white. You think I'd be chill with it, right? But sometimes, like every year, there's like a crazy snowstorm, and I'm like, what is this stuff, right? I'm like, what is this? It's cold white powder, dude. Why is it falling from the sky? I have to like shovel it around. I got to move it out of the way because that's what I had to do this morning, man. Fucking shovel like so, and just, man, there's nothing. I swear to God, I could shovel a fucking driveway when I was a kid, like no problem. You know? Especially when I was a teenager, dude. I was in the best shape of my life when I was a teenager, man. I'd be out there, I'd be like, bam, blah, 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 scoop, throw, you know? And then it'd be gone. And the snow would be gone. And then I'd get inside and fucking, you know, I'd chug like a Mountain Dew and it'd be fine, right? But now I go out, I do like half the driveway, my back hurts and shit, and my arms are tired, and it's like, dude, what happened? You know? This podcast episode already has a theme of, you know, of just getting older and not being ready for it or prepared for it, because I already had a little existential crisis when I said I lived in Toronto for 10 years. 10 years. A decade. Wow. A decade. That's someone who fixes someone's deck. Like back deck. Call that a decade. Because they ate it. Back to health. Okay, it wasn't that bad. It really wasn't that bad, guys. That sound effect is a little too long. Makes me feel a little shitty. Man, can you imagine getting booed? Oh my god. I've never been booed before. Actually, that's false. I've never been booed by like a crowd of people. You know, I have been booed like from a crowd. Like one person in a crowd has been like, boo. Like when I say something, when I say like my own opinion, and when I say my own opinion on something, and then they think it's like and then they think comedy shows are like a sort of like a call and response thing when they're not that at all. So they'll be like, boo, this is about me now. Because I don't agree with the thing you said. And I have to be like, shut the fuck up. But man, getting booed by a crowd, I would never do stand-up ever again. I know like that's the thing, like you know, you get down, you have a bad show, you get back up again, you get back on the horse, get back on the comedy horse, and saddle up, and then you get and you do another show. But if I got booed by a crowd, like an entire crowd was like, boo, fuck you, dude, I wouldn't do stand-up ever again, and I also wouldn't do anything ever again. I wouldn't do anything ever again. I'd just go to the woods and like just stand there. I would just stand in the woods. People would going on hikes and stuff and be like, sir, you all right? I'd be like, I got booed. I'm like, oh, damn. All right. Peace out. And like deer, like wild deer would come by and like just like feed me pine cones and stuff. And I'd be like, thanks. And they're like, sorry you got booed, man. And I'd be like, you can talk? And you're like, nah, you're suffering extreme hallucinations from hunger and exhaustion. So that's sort of what would happen if a crowd booed me. So please don't do that. Yeah, man, crazy snowstorm in Toronto today. Stuff I wanted to do today too, but I can't do it. Snow day. Snow day. Snow day. So that's cool. Just fucking doing a podcast, I guess, in the snow day. Remember in snow? All right, we're getting going. Just show my age again. I remember when I was a kid for snow days. How do people? I don't know. Okay, comment below if you are in like high school or something now, or like college, anything with like a fucking school. How do they tell you that it's a snow day? Because I remember in middle school when I was in like grade 7 or 7th grade to you Americans, we had to like watch the news, and then it would show up on the bottom. It would be like a scrolling thing. It would show all the schools that shut down, and then if it said R.A. Riddell, I'd be like, oh my god, fuck yeah, dude, I'm fucking staying home, playing Marvel Ultimate Alliance, you know. And then one time in college, I was like stressed out. I was like rushing to college. And then I like walked through snow that was like up to my ball sack. And then I got to my college and it was closed. Like all the classes were canceled. And I was like, good thing I traveled for 2 hours. So that was sort of lit. But do they like tweet you? Do they like do a tweet? Or do they email you or something? They probably email you, right? Or do they have like a YouTube channel where they post like daily vlogs? The principal posts daily vlogs. He's like, what's up, guys? Principal Sawyer here, chilling in the fucking room. Make sure to smash a like button if you want bonus credits. And I'm just going to give it to you straight, student body. It is snow day. Wah, wah. So that just happened because he's like 42. He doesn't know how to be like he doesn't know how to talk to a camera. He's trying to like relate to the younger audience. Akko Taco, snow day alert. Boing. Is that how it happens? Or maybe the school has like a Tinder account. You're swiping or whatever, and then you say, "Oh, the college." I'll swipe right on the college, and they message you and like, "Hey, BT Dubs." They're like, "Hey, you up?" And you're like, "Yeah." It's like 8 a.m. They're like, "Don't come to school today. It's a snow day. It's a legit snow day." I don't know, man. I don't know how the fucking kids do it these days. I don't know. I'm just joking around. I put this thing on my podcast mic. Check it out. If you guys are listening to the audio only, that's weird because, well, I mean, that's chill. But also, if you're listening on Spotify, this is a video. You can watch it on Spotify. But look at this thing. I put like a cover on my microphone, and now it looks like a fucking ice cream cone. Now it looks like a legit ice cream cone. I mean, don't lick it. I don't know what flavor this would be. Black licorice, I guess. But yeah, now it just sort of looks like I'm talking to a, because you can only see at the bottom, so it kind of looks like I'm just talking into a fucking, like, I don't even know, I don't even know what this looks like, man. It's more phallic than it should be, because it's just like, whoop, right? It's kind of weird. But I like it. It's like I'm talking into a it's like there's a Tic Tac just like attached to the bottom of my camera lens, and it's picking up the audio perfectly. You can either for a podcast you can usually have you could either have a mic or you can talk into a Tic Tac that's really far away, and it'll do the same. But you talking to a Tic Tac up close, Ako Taco Snow Day. So anyways, what else has been fucking going on? Oh, dude. We hit number 1 on trending the other day? The fucking guy you're listening to right now? This fucking guy who's talking right now was number 1 on trending the other day? All good. All good. Number 1 trending YouTube video in the friggin' world. I don't know what the world, but in the US and Canada. It's number 1, man. So that was cool. That was fucking really cool. Because the only one, I've been on the trending page before, it's whatever. I've been on the trending page before, like, which is crazy, but the highest I've ever been was number 2. I remember seeing a comment saying that was like, I was number 1 at one point, but I never got to see it. But apparently, I saw it with my own eyes. I was number 1 on trending for like a couple hours. And that was cool, man. That was really cool to see. Because, like, still, every day, I'm just, like, no one likes me. You know what I mean? Every day, I'm like, it's just, and I'm not looking for fucking, like, pity or anything, being, like, it's just fucking, it's my head. It's my brain, right? It's the fucking imposter syndrome. Right, where it's like what am I doing up there? What am I doing right here? What am I doing every day? Why is this mine? Why? You know, like, I don't deserve any of this. I don't fucking do anything, right? But that is nice to see every once in a while, right? Like, literal proof that, like, people enjoy what I'm doing. And obvious, like, it's so, like, listening to myself is so annoying because it's like, hey, man, like, not to fucking jerk my own butt or anything, but like my videos do okay. Like it's so weird to think about that. Like, if a video that I do doesn't get 1 million views in a few days, then it's like a dud. And it's like, what am I even what are those thoughts that are in my head? Are you kidding me? You know what I would have done for a fraction of that, like just a couple of years ago, So it's frustrating that my brain thinks like that, but at the same time, it is nice to see that, trending page number 1 and the feedback was great, and I was really happy because I worked really hard on that video and I was excited about it, and I had that idea for a while, and I was just like, fuck it, let's just do it. And yeah, it was just one of those things that it worked out. People liked it, thank God. So thank you. And then the day after, my fucking car broke down. So ebbs and flows, you know. Weird as shit, man. Just regular. I was driving regularly, and then fucking a bunch of warning things popped up, and was like, "Hey, whoa, pull over." And I was like, "Okay, great." So booked a fucking service appointment for. It was supposed to be today, and then guess what? Huge snowstorm, so everything's canceled. All the highways are closed. So pretty lit. But that's life, man. Sucks to suck. It really does. Okay. Should we get into some stuff that happened? Let's change the subject a bit. So I want to talk about... Okay, I sort of have this cash cow. Is that the... Is that the term? Okay, cash cow in business jargon is a venture that generates a steady return of profits that far exceed the outlay of cash required to acquire. Okay, yeah. So on this podcast, especially between me and Shun, the producer, and my friend, we have this sort of running bit where like whenever we talk about MGK on this podcast, the views go up. Okay? And then all the comments are like, whenever I talk shit about MGK, because that guy's he does some weird shit, and he has done some weird shit. So I clown on him, right? It's all good, right? We're just goofing around here. We're making fun of stuff that celebs do, and it's fine because they're celebs, okay? And then all the comments would be like, this guy's just using MGK for views. Honestly, man, kind of. You're right. Yeah. I'm playing the game, man. That's how YouTube works. You need that thumbnail, dude. If the algorithm didn't exist, this would be the thumbnail of every fucking episode. It would just be a picture of my thumb. You go, there you go. Look, and I'd talk about, I don't know. I'd fucking talk about shit that no one cares about, right? I'd talk about fucking, I don't know, golf, right? Yeah, you want to hear about the playoff hole? That 277-yard high cut that Hideki hit and he won? Great. Yeah, it was incredible. It was an incredible shot. You don't want to hear about that. It was a great shot, but you should look it up. It's really impressive. But no, I want to talk about MGK and Megan Fox. And I have nothing against two people in love. It's incredible, right? That's good. We should be celebrating that. That's amazing, right? But like, man, celebs, they always got to like be so weird about stuff. You know what I mean? Because MGK and Megan, is she going to be Megan Kelly now? Wait, is that his last name? What's Machine Gun Kelly's real name? Colson Baker. I thought his last name was Kelly. Okay. So, Megan Baker. Okay. Megan Baker, I hardly know her. That's the best. The little ones? Okay. Anyways, they I guess they're getting engaged, which is nice, right? That's great. But I want to talk about Megan Fox's captions because she's out of pocket with her captions all the time. And I want to read this one because it's almost crazier than the other one she did. No, I don't think it's crazier, but it's you know, it's up there. So I'm gonna read it. Can I play this while I do it? Yeah, this is good. Okay. In July of 2020, we sat under this banyan tree. Bunyan tree? I don't know what a banyan tree is. We asked for magic. We were oblivious to the pain we would face together in such a short, frenetic period of time. Unaware of the work and sacrifices the relationship would require from us, but intoxicated off of the love and the karma. Somehow a year and a half later, having walked through hell together, and having laughed more than I ever imagined possible, he asked me to marry him. And just as in every lifetime before this one, and as in every lifetime that will follow it, I said yes. And then we drank each other's blood. That's how it ends, man. It ends with, and then we drank each other's blood. Like, for a second, it's like, oh, that's really nice. That's really cute. Good for you guys. That's nice. And then and then we drank each other's blood. And then I 69'd his heart. Sucked the blood right out of it, dude. I friggin' threw it back on his aorta. Friggin' gave a blow to his capillary valve. Is that the part? Is that a part of the heart? Oh, capillary tube. Right? No, capillary. Is that part of the heart? Yeah, the capillaries. Let's go, epic biology moment. Epic biology moment.
Oh, yeah.
Guys. That was huge. So how do you... Okay. Why would you want to drink each other's blood? Is that like the... Well, I guess you drink Jesus' blood at church. Is that like the new thing? Is drinking blood safe? Let's read. Okay, in very small amounts, say a few teaspoons, and if the blood is free from pathogens, blood might not harm you. Beyond that, watch out. The strange fact is, blood when drank is toxic. When confined to places where blood is supposed to be, such as the heart, vessels, and so on, it is essential for life. But when ingested, it's a very different story. Okay. So it's like Diet Coke. Diet blood. Because if you drink too much Diet Coke, if you're only drinking Diet Coke all the time, you're going to get sick. But, Diet Coke every once in a while is okay. Or coffee, even though this is my second coffee and it's 3 o'clock. Ako Taco, it's a snow day and I'm the principal. What can you do? Guys, comedy. I get it, I understand it. Why think of a punchline when you can just press a button? This is a hack, okay? And it works. I'm sure you're laughing it up right now. Ha ha ha. It's you. That's you guys. This was you at the beginning of the episode? And this is you now. Yeah, why are you drinking blood, man? Why are you guys drinking blood? Are you guys vampires, like, for each other? I think the point is, like, vampires are supposed to drink human blood. Right? Like, what's next? Where do you even go from there? Right? And also, the part of the caption where it was like, oblivious to the pain we would face together, said, I don't want to go into that because who knows what they went through, but having walked through hell together. Dude, I love captions like that. I find when couples are like, we may fight every fucking day. We may not get along. We walk through hell together. We have to work. We have to put so much work into this relationship, an ungodly amount of work. I don't have time for anything else. but he's the one for me. I don't know. I don't know about that. Having walked through hell together and having laughed more than I ever imagined possible. What does that mean? She laughing all the time? Because I feel like it's pretty possible to laugh a lot, right? What is an unimaginable amount of laughter? I think it's if you're constantly laughing to the point where it's like, maybe that's the pain that she's going through. She's laughing all the time. Because Machine Gun Kelly is friggin', that's where his name comes from. Machine gun. He's telling jokes so fast, like a machine gun. And she's just laughing. She can't even keep up. She's laughing the whole time. Oh, that's funny. When you think of it like that, the caption is like so much funnier. We were oblivious to the pain we would face together in such a short, frenetic period of time. It's just both of them keeling over, laughing. All day, every day. Unaware of the work and sacrifice the relationship would require from us, but intoxicated off the love and karma. Oh, that's so funny. And walking through hell is just them fucking dying of laughter every day. Just like gasping for air. And then we drank each other's blood, and it was hilarious. Fuck, that's funny. But hey, man, good for them. I guess they're drinking blood. It's all good. I also wanted to talk about this Logan Paul Pokemon drama, because this was huge news. This is huge news in the friggin' Pokemon world, man. This was like, dude, because I watch a lot of Pokemon card content on YouTube, because it's one of my things that I really like. You know, I like Pokemon cards. I like it, okay? So this is huge. This is huge news. This is like, I was watching like fucking drama videos about it. I get it now, okay? Scandal, I love it. So, if you guys don't know, Logan Paul spent $3.5 million on a first edition base set case of booster boxes. So I believe there was supposed to be 9 in there. And it was authenticated by BBCE, which is a, take the E off. That's funny. Baseball Card Exchange. So they sent the case to the Baseball Card Exchange so they could authenticate the Pokemon cards, which was probably the red flag number 1. And they looked at the case, and it's like a cardboard case, right? And the label on it said Pokemon base set first edition. They're like, yep, it's real. And they sent it. And they sent it back. Guy sells it to Logan Paul for $3.5 million. And then, shout out to this guy, Rattle Pokemon. If you guys want to learn about this whole thing in depth, go watch his videos. Because he made like 5 or 6 videos, like going over all the details. And like, he knew it was fake fucking like right off the bat. And then if you watch Logan Paul's video, they opened the case, and they were fucking fake. The boxes, I think the boxes might have been real, but they were like resealed with G.I. Joe cards. And it's so crazy. Like, that's the biggest scam in Pokemon history for sure. Obviously, like, and he starts off as the fucking video, which pissed me off. He started the video, he was like, so I lost $3.5 million. So could you buy my new drink that I started with KSI? So can you buy the drink I started with KSI so I can make my money back? And it's like, that's super annoying because like he got his money back for the case because he like trusted the guy who bought it from him. Like he was like a good person. But like, even if Logan Paul were to lose $3.5 million, it it wouldn't make a fucking dent on him. It doesn't matter because he already spent that on Pokemon cards, right? That is disposable income. That isn't all of his money. If you put all your money in Pokemon cards, you're an idiot. Right? But dude, I love it. I love seeing it. At the same time, it sucks because like I actually felt bad for Logan Paul. But man, at the same time, it's like, holy shit. And it's like, it just sucks for everyone because it's like, it sucks for people like in the card community because then it just makes it everything look bad. Because there are a lot of scammers out there, man. It's so weird to do that, to go through that, but I don't know. I feel like shit's going to get crazy. I feel like the person who originally sold it to the person who sold it to Logan, I think they're in for a heap of trouble. I feel like there might be fucking like legal action because that is crazy. Because I think the original guy sold it for like $70K and was like, sick, I made $70K. And then when it sold for 2.4 to the guy who sold to Logan, he was probably like, oh, fuck. This is a lot bigger than I thought. And then they opened it, dude. That guy's probably shitting his pants right now. But yeah, it just goes to show you, man, when you're spending a lot of money on stuff, make sure you talk to people who you can trust and have knowledge in the field, okay? Especially an investment like that. It's crazy. Especially in the Pokemon world where there's so much scamming and shit and fake stuff. It's scary, man. It's also frustrating because like if he did like a little bit of research, like I'm pretty sure I've been scammed on a Digimon box, but it was like $200. Like obviously that is a lot of money, but like compared to this, it's the fucking pennies, right? Mustache hair in my mouth. I don't know. Just fucking do some research, man. Idiot. But it's always nice to see people like Logan Paul just owned, you know? Suck it, dude. Okay, should we do shitty TikTok? I got a shitty TikTok. We got a good one this week too. So let's get it.
Shitty TikTok of the week, where we look at a shitty TikTok. Beep beep.
Slapper. Okay, so we all know that lip syncing. I don't know what that was. I said finger guns for no reason. We all know that TikTok, there's people lip syncing songs on there. There's sometimes people lip syncing like movie monologues, right? For like acting thing. But like this is a new thing that I've seen that I want to talk about. It's like a thirst trap to a movie monologue with with music in it as well. So it's very strange. But we're gonna watch it and then we'll talk about it. Okay.
Sorry, my Prada's at the cleaners, along with my hoodie and my fuck you flip-flops, you pretentious douchebag.
Okay. So, if you guys aren't watching, if you're only listening to the audio right now, there's this guy, he's chiseled, right? He's got hair and stuff. He's got a watch on. He's buttoning up his shirt in a mirror. And he's lip syncing the scene from The Social Network where Andrew Garfield, Andrew Garfield's scene in the Social Network when his shares get diluted, because they set him up and stuff. And he comes back in and he's like, he tells Mark Zuckerberg to lawyer up. It's a great scene, and Andrew Garfield's fucking really good in that scene. And to thirst trap it and start to like lip sync a fucking like emotional monologue, and then being like, "Yeah, dude, this is hot as fuck. Check me out." Like, this is like a guy. Can you imagine the real life person who's like I mean, never mind. The guy ended up winning a bunch of money from the fucking lawsuit, but still. This is like an emotional part, like the climax of the movie, basically. Like where it comes to the you know. It's literally the climax of the film. It's like a really emotional, like heart-wrenching scene. And some guy's like, "Yeah, fuck, check out my fucking abs, bro. Am I fucking fit?" Dude, it's so funny, man. I love it so much. I want to watch it one more time. It's so good.
Hey, my Prada's at the cleaners, along with my hoodie and my fuck you flip-flops, you pretentious douchebag.
Man, imagine bumping this in the club. All the bros are like, and how much the DJ's like, all right. And how much were Mark's shares diluted to? And the crowd's like, 0%. And like, and how much were fucking Justin Timberlake shares diluted to? And the crowd's like, 0%. They just like a call and response to like summarize the fucking Social Network movie. Fuck, that's funny, man. But like that, it makes me think, is this the next trend in TikTok, right? Are we going to see this with other movie monologues? Other like serious movie monologues, right? Like in A Few Good Men. Could you imagine? If you're like, you know, on TikTok, if you're on TikTok, you're on the For You page and you hear this stuff and it's like, you want the truth? You want the truth? You can't handle the truth. Shut up. Lifting up his shirt and shit. Or if it's like, oh, I'll do one more. Jenny, I may not be a smart man, but I know what love is. That's fucked. Dude, that's the next trend. That's the next TikTok trend. Thirst trapping really emotional scenes. Okay? So get on it, man. Trend alert. Akko Taco trend alert during the snow day. Do that shit. God, TikTok's so fucking funny, man. The lengths that people will go to look hot and like thirst is so fucking funny, man. I love it. Okay, what are we at? 40 something maybe? Almost. How about we do some advice? And then we'll and then that's it. We could do some advice. Damn, I need a jingle for my advice segment. Jingle for my advice segment. Jingle for my advice segment. Oh, shout out Dylan. Shout out Dylan Kozar for that fucking slapper. Okay. Advice. Here we go. Hey, Curtis. My uncle... Sorry, let's all say that. Hey, Curtis. My uncle died unexpectedly yesterday. I don't want to say it like I was happy. Okay, my uncle died unexpectedly yesterday in a motorcycle accident. I'm only 15, and I've never lost someone so close to me before. Do you have any tips with dealing with grief? It would be much appreciated. I'm really sorry. First off, I'm really sorry about that, because that is tough. That is a lot to deal with, of course. And yeah, you know, losing someone close to you for like the first time is really huge. I think it's like one of the most pivotal points in like anyone's life, I think. Cause, you know, growing up, like you're watching shows and stuff and it's like death, they talk about death and people die, but like, what does that really mean? And you're like, well, that's not gonna happen to me or any of people in my life. And it does. And you're like, oh, fuck. Does that mean I'm going to die? Uh-oh. Right? And it's scary, man. It never gets easier. And I wish I had like tips. I wish I had like a hack. You know, I wish I had like a grief hack, you know, to help you out. I wish it was like, yeah, actually it's like 2 tablespoons of cough syrup. You're actually fine. It's good, you know? That should be nice. But, you know, I don't think that would do it justice, right? I think honestly time is the only thing that really makes it easier. It doesn't heal it. Doesn't heal anything. I know that's like the thing. It's like time heals all wounds, but like not really. It just sort of makes them easier, right? It just makes it not hurt as much. They're still there, right? You just like learn to live with it, I guess. But I think as time goes on, it'll be easier to deal with, of course. But you know, you just have to, you know, keep them, you know, remember what they were like, and remember what type of person they were. And, you know, you try to carry that on with you a bit, because you know what, I'm not trying to be cheesy as fuck, but you know, we sort of live on forever in that sense. You know, you take the things that person you love, if they pass, you take those qualities with you, and you try to implement them into your life, and the people around you, and then when you pass, the people around you will impart that thing that you got from the person that passed. And you know, we're all just going on forever, man. But I think, you know, just talk about them, celebrate them, right? Reminisce, laugh, right? Think about all the fun stuff you did with them. And that's a good way to help, right? Okay, fucking... Well, enough of the serious stuff, but I'm very sorry. Next up. This is an interesting one. This is one of the most interesting questions we've got, and I'm very excited to talk about it. Hey, Curtis, I love the podcast. I love your take on people's issues when they need advice, so I thought I would come to you. I have been considering committing ego death. Trust me, it's not as bad as it sounds. Ego death is basically when one lets go of reality and their idea of who and what is the self or identity. I live in a hippie town located in Oregon where psychedelic drugs are almost too easy to get, which would make my mental journey far smoother. The thing about committing ego death, even just for a short time, is that it can mess up how you think about life and how you perceive the world until you die. You are no longer yourself or in your body, but a brain floating through the cosmos observing life. I have always had crippling anxiety that makes me physically sick, and I think that this could seriously help me let go of my invasive thoughts and severe unnecessary stress. This could also help me follow my dreams of going off grid and leaving modern life behind. Should I take the risk and explore my mind, or should I forget about this and just live out my life while finding new ways to cope? I would love your input. Keep up the good work on the podcast. Whoa. That was a white knuckle ride, dude. I was on the edge of my seat there. That's an interesting question. Because I've never fucking heard of ego death ever. I've heard of the term, but I didn't know there was a thing you could just do. I thought it just happened. Right? Can you go out to, like, I didn't know there's a thing you could go out and, like, just with an intent for that to happen, right? I mean, I don't want to... The thing about, yeah, it can mess up how you think about life and how you perceive the world until you die. Yeah, that's what I'm struggling with. Because you're saying you have anxiety already, and I feel like that might make it worse. I don't know, because I don't know anything about this. But I would really, you know, just like Pokemon, I would talk to people who have done it and experienced it, and maybe don't ask a guy who makes fun of stuff for a living. Okay. Also, the part that says you are no longer yourself or in your body, but a brain floating through the cosmos observing life. That's crazy. I mean, not like crazy, not like you sound crazy, but that's like wild. Do you still have to like eat food? If you're no longer yourself or in your body, do you still get like to have burgers and shit? You still get to have like chips and guac? If you commit ego death, can you have chips and guac? Or queso? Or nachos? Tacos? I don't know. I mean, yeah, you want to go off grid. I mean, being a brain floating through the cosmos, that's the most off grid you can do. That's the most off grid you could be. I mean, that's like the definition of off grid. If you're just a brain floating through the cosmos, observing life, yeah, man. Sorry. My phone's on DND, man. I'm a brain floating through the cosmos. You cannot reach me. But to your question, I think, should I take the risk and explore my mind, or should I forget about this and just live out my life while finding new ways to cope? I think maybe smoke weed first. Maybe give that a go. You know, I wouldn't jump right to the fucking psychedelic ego death type stuff. I'd be like, maybe I should, maybe smoke weed and hang out. Maybe watch a movie. Have some chips and guac. Maybe some queso, some tacos. And then maybe that'll help out a little bit. Yeah, that's me as a doctor. You have anxiety? Just smoke weed and have nachos, and you'll be fine. That's not what I'm saying, but maybe just try that before you jump into the crazy stuff. Not crazy, you know what I mean? The gnarly stuff. But I appreciate the question. These are every couple months I get one question that's just like, whoa, and I love it. So thank you for the interesting question. I love it. And I've never even heard of this before, so it's very, giving advice on something that I'm just learning about is something else. But I wish you the best, and I just want you to be safe, and just think about it. Okay, just smoke weed, have some nachos, man. All right, folks, another episode in the bag. All right,
Bruh.
Easy, dude.
Bruh.
This is episode 175. Thank you so much for listening to the pod. I appreciate you. And, leave a like, leave a comment, all that stuff. Subscribe if you want. We're almost at 400,000 subscribers on the podcast channel. Right? 400 or 300? How many do I got? How many do I got? Yeah, we're almost at 400,000, dude. That's crazy. That's crazy. So hit me with a sub if you haven't got already, man. Check out the Patreon. I'm going to record a bonus episode right now. And you get access to all the other ones. So check it out. Patreon.com/very really good. And yeah, thank you so much. Appreciate you. And I will see you next week. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.